everyone in here is about the same age.
Yeah.
All of us ended up getting in trouble in school because of this gentleman right here.
100%.
Because he came out, did the whole "oh, you didn't know," and then we went back to our school teacher and told her to suck it.
Yeah, I put that on bad parenting.
Yeah, that's okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back, X5 Podcast. How's everybody doing today? Cassio's already got the giggles over
Bless
there.
his heart.
Good guy.
Bless his heart.
This guy.
I thought it was my leg, and my hand just made him tickled, I guess.
Oh, shit. So, look.
And he's peed a little.
That's on the new carpet, too. God dang.
I just realized you wore this badass
Oh, yeah.
outfit.
Oh,
Dude,
he's
it's
killing
terry
it.
cloth.
Matching shorts.
I thought Keith Sweat was walking across the parking lot when he come walking out.
Instead, it was R. Kelly.
Girl, you got me twisted, baby.
I stopped and peed over there. What about the? I'm sorry.
All right,
do the intro. Finish the intro.
That's okay.
Take it away, Charlie.
So, look. So, seriously, guys, this next guest, if I can get through this without laughing. By the way, he's also hilarious, but needs no introduction. Former WWE hardcore champ, intercontinental champ,
Come on.
tag team champ.
Come on.
The accolades, just we don't have enough time in this short intro.
I mean, you could take a few minutes longer.
he's got
No
his
need
own.
to rush it.
Yeah. Y'all got to stop. Y'all have got to stop. Anyway, so world famous WWE wrestler, superstar, Road Dogg.
Road Dogg.
What is up?
Thank you. Thank you. And that was a very good introduction, too.
That was a super botched. Look,
No, that's the best kind.
the polo on his shirt was just staring at me, dude. I can't.
looking at
He come out killing it. Got the loafers.
Hey, but these are
Stylish guy.
so they're like Crocs,
Yeah.
but they're loafers. So I'm going with locks
Lock.
or crofers.
I like Crofers.
I think I like
Crofers. That's the way to go.
I
That's
like
a good one.
Gophers.
See, this is how we do. This is how we do business.
If you're just joining us, that was the man of God, Charlie Reese, the voice of God. Bert, no shirt. He's usually got no shirt on, but he's
I walked up. I thought he was CM Punk.
he does. He does. We've got Terry in here as well. I am Cassio and Road Dogg. Look, Charlie, you know we're going to giggle. You're warning us because me and him, if you don't know, if you're watching this brand new, me and Road Dogg do host a weekly podcast together.
Yep.
And the only goal that we have in that podcast is kind of like this one, is to see if we can make each other laugh.
Well, you guys succeed because I watch y'all's podcast. I love it. I've been a subscriber to that. I guess it's been a couple of months.
All right.
And I really dig it. So it's you didn't know.
Hey, do
by
you
the way.
laugh
Yeah, it's great.
a couple times?
It's absolutely fantastic.
That's all I give a crap about. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I told him up front, hey, I don't want to just talk about wrestling because I'm quite frankly, I'm bored with it. But
Well, damn, there goes my list of questions.
no, I'm just
burn those motherfuckers real quick. Throw those out the window.
I want to talk about my new venture.
Guys, he's real into jet skis.
Yeah.
And repairing them.
I can talk about that. Well, not repairing them.
Oh, you need
Riding
some.
them, I can.
Bert needs some help with that immediately.
Well, Bert's like, I'll ride jet skis.
What happened? Let's talk about jet skis for a minute, Bert.
Oh.
What happened?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
the best one to get?
Tell him about
Oh, do
yours.
you
that's
sell
fucked
jet
up.
skis? I thought somebody said you need yours fixed.
Well, one of them does.
Yeah, what happened?
What'd you do?
It says it's overheating.
Oh.
I don't think it's overheating.
One time.
It's a vehicle in water and it's overheating. That's bad.
That's a problem.
Yeah, because water, I feel like is one of the elements.
Yeah.
Hey,
That you need for a jet ski, right?
so one time in '95, me and Jeff Jarrett rented some jet skis off of Pensacola Beach, and he had jet skis, so he knew what he was doing. He was zooming around. I never rode one in my life.
Oh God.
Yeah. My dad was the booker. His dad owned the joint, so so he was riding jet skis. So he finally does all this. He sprays me. He does all this. He stops. And I try to turn, but I don't know what I'm doing. And dude, he dove off, and I ran over it and tore the seat off of the thing.
You ramped over
and
it?
I took it back and said, like, dude, I'm so sorry. And it was crazy. It was 95.
I don't know what happened. The brakes went out.
Yeah, it wouldn't turn. I still don't know what happened.
If you don't have the gas on, it won't turn.
Yeah, you have to have throttle.
See, now
So
you
your
learn.
deal
I was
is to have
gunning.
gas,
Oh, it was
and
gun.
human nature is.
I had
need
it
to
as fast
stop.
as I would go. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so that was
No
just
wonder
you,
it
sir.
wouldn't
You just
turn.
ran up.
Totally
I
what
was
happened.
going. I
He
had
just
throttle
ran
on.
over. Yeah.
We've got some that'll get you freaking killed. We've got ours. We've got a couple of 300 horsepower,
All of them are 300
Sea-Doos,
horsepower.
yeah.
All the ones we have.
and like I've got one. I bought one for my 16-year-old daughter, which was smart. And then Bird's. I think, how many jet skis do you have now?
I've got 3 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the
I just
jet ski
need
guy.
one.
Yeah, something's
I
going
want that
down
one that
over
ain't broke,
corner.
though.
Let's go ride. Hey, I'm looking for
Something's
people to
going
ride.
down
with.
in this corner.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I've never
He's slinging.
rode a jet ski.
You've never been on
Ever?
jet ski
Ever
before?
in my life, never.
Wow.
Yep. So
Well, we're gonna
Well,
fix
I've
that.
got 3 of them, so
well, two
Yeah.
of them that
You're
work.
gonna
though.
ride.
Dog, was yours the sit on and go, or was it you had to pull yourself up?
The stand
Get
up.
on your
No, it was
knees.
sit on. It was sit
Oh,
on.
okay.
Yeah.
So it was like
Those
a
are some
seat.
It was a
monsters.
rental. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a monster, and it was those rental ones on the
Okay.
beach. So,
I wanted to picture him on one of the stand up.
I did too. I
oh,
thought,
not a
man,
chance. Not a chance. It'd be like me on one of them scooters, and little handlebarless scooters
Little
that you ride
birds,
on.
little birds.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well, look,
God.
You been in the wrestling business basically all your life.
Yeah.
Hey, this man, y'all don't even know, he's lived so many multiple lives.
Yeah, I do feel like that sometimes, just because
Yeah.
I was a kid and grew up, and my dad was a wrestler, but then I went in the military and went into war, and so I feel
Yeah.
like I survived that, and came back from that, and so that was like a really important part of my life. Then I was a WWE Hall of Famer, superstar. Then I was a drug addict and lost everything.
Yeah.
And then I got sober 12 years ago, and now I got everything back.
Good
And
for
so,
you,
so
man.
yeah, it's
Except the jet skis.
I don't have the
Yeah,
jet
yeah,
skis.
we're working on that shit though.
One day, for real, me and my kid went to the airport, and my flight was canceled. And I said, "Hey, let's go buy some jet skis." And we ended up buying 4-wheelers instead. And that was back in the day. That was probably '98.
Those don't work good in water though.
No,
Just so
it
you
has
know.
one of those big plastic gimmicks.
Do you
that goes
still
on.
have the 4-wheelers?
No, my wife just sold them not long ago.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Well, now you need
Well,
a
they
jet
didn't
ski.
run for like 15 years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
They have been
Yeah.
out of service.
Yeah.
Well,
My man's been at the Capitol. My man's
Oh,
been
yeah.
everywhere as a soldier, as a Marine.
Marine, yeah.
You've got like incredible stories from the
Yeah,
Army.
yeah.
days.
I mean, it was really cool time in my life. I'm really proud of that
Yeah.
period in my life. From a serious standpoint, more proud of it than a WWE Hall of Fame ring. You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's just real. Because the military service is real. You know what I mean? The other one is not so real. 95% of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know the travel's real, the bumps are real. There's so many things that are real. But man, if I'd have known now or whatever, fool me once, shame on you. Anyway,
Yeah.
You'd still be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I go back and I go, man, if I would have just not been a drug addict. How do you do that? How do you go back and go?
That business though, man. So it's entertainment business. That business, and whether you're band or some comedians or what, anything to where you're in the entertainment business, that stuff goes hand in hand. It's so hard. It's more rare not to, most people aren't honest about it.
Yeah.
Like you're being.
Well, I honestly,
Yeah.
I believe that's the most important part of
Yeah.
it. It's like if you can work a step program or whatever, but those steps are put there for the first one is like humility.
Yeah.
Hey, there is a God and I ain't him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know what his actual name is or his gender either.
Right.
But when I get there, I'll ask.
Yeah.
But everybody's got one, and they all just call it something different. So
Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about. So
That's okay.
Cassio, go.
We're just talking about how hard it is to be
Hit the lights.
sober in the entertainment
Oh yeah,
business.
yeah.
Yeah.
The travel,
that
much
was
less
terrifying
yeah.
to me. Because the airport is a trigger.
Is it really?
Yes, because it's you get delayed. You get like nothing ever goes perfect at the airport.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so you're going to have some whoop-de-doos that day. And man, I used to could just go to the bar and belly up and end up in jail. But I mean, at least I didn't have to wait.
Yeah.
At least I didn't have to wait for the delayed flight.
Well, the schedule you guys have to keep.
Yeah,
It was, you got to take something to be awake. You got to take something to perform. You got to take something to go to bed. You got to take something,
Yeah.
And then, of course, you want to hang out with the boys afterwards, go blow off steam until it's time to either drive to the next city or fly to the next city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's so, I guess it's so easy to fall into that.
Yeah,
because,
to turn to something.
Yeah, to
it's a
turn to
roller
something.
coaster ride too.
For
I
sure.
mean, up and down all the time. You're like you said, just
Yeah.
sitting there waiting. Whatever the downtime is,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, and then you got
Inside
to be back
my
up.
head is a crazy place to be. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
I have to know that, and I have to talk myself down off the ledge that I put myself on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because mine was all fear based. And it's all negative thinking, and that's just the truth. And so, to me, and I've been saying this a lot lately, is it's a game of perspective. Life is, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to look at it? Are you going to wake up today and be in a crappy mood and not? It's up to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
right.
not dictated by the mind-altering substances in which I snorted or shot up or whatever. You know what I mean?
sure.
That I don't know what I was so afraid of still, but just knowing that it was fear that drove me to oblivion. Like, you know what I mean? Oblivion was safer to me than life.
Yep.
Yeah.
That escape, that way away.
That's
It's that
crazy.
way to get out of it.
Yeah.
Away from everything.
Yeah. One time Billy Gunn called me. We were going to London to work, and I thought about that 7-hour flight, and I didn't have no drugs, and we were going to make whatever we were going to make, and I just called him and said, "I ain't going, dude. I'm not going. I don't have any drugs, and I'm not getting on that friggin' flight." So that's that. And
But you're not
He was-
scared of flights. It was
no,
just the
no,
whole
no.
in
It
your
was
head
just
thing.
yes, and it was all. And look, it's I don't know. It's nothing. It's nothing now. But I still have to check myself.
Well,
you know
sure,
what I mean?
man.
Right.
Of
Because my
course.
first thought's usually wrong. You know what I mean? Like, guy passes me and I'm gonna bright him and pull over and we're gonna fight. You know what I mean? Like, probably he probably just wanted to get in your lane. You know what I mean?
He's trying to make the exit.
Yeah, he just
He's
wants
actually waving at you, and you're like, "What the?"
I'm like, you talking to me?
Were the, I guess unknowingly, and I think they're coming from a good place. They just want to hang with Road Dogg. Were fans offering you drugs and everything on the
Yeah.
deal, or was it your
Yes,
own?
but
Okay.
I also was making more money than I've ever made in my life,
Sure.
and so that didn't matter. But
Right.
as I got further and further down that hill, fans would show up and drive me to the next town. And they would have drugs, and I would be screwed up, and they would get me to the next town, and it just. When I think back on it, it's a pathetic existence. I want to drag myself out into the street and kick the crap out of myself, But you can't do that. So what I do is use that as my tackling fuel, my Bobby
That's
Boucher
right.
tackling fuel.
Tackling
And
fuel.
I go. Well, if I don't want to do that again, I know the first thing I do to get there is take a pill, take a drink, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Snort a line, whatever, and I'm off to the races, man. And I got to know that my next buzz equates to death.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
And because I know who I am and how I am, and I'm not happy about it, but it's who I am. And so I've finally learned hopefully halfway through life how to manage it,
Let me ask you a question. Back in the mid '90s, I remember you as the roadie.
Yeah.
I remember those days, right? So with Jeff Jarrett and everything. How was now? I know you came. Your dad and your brothers were in the business.
Yep.
So when you got that push, when you got okay, here we go. How absolutely life-changing was that at that point? Starting as the roadie,
Yeah.
you're on TV, you're doing your things, and I know you had some other successes up
Yeah.
to that point, but you're at the big show.
Oh, yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, you
And
made
so
it.
You made it.
Yeah.
That the WWE is the pinnacle, and so you're there. How was that next year of your life? Say between 94 and 95. What was just so life changing for you as far as experiences and
Yeah.
things that stand out to you?
I wish I remembered. I
Yeah.
wish I remember making the most money I ever made and them taking $2,000 out because I popped positive on my piss test, and I still thought like, yeah, take $10,000 out. I don't care. Like that's awesome. Just let me pop positive and this will all be fine. But so I was under the influence and I was young, and so I didn't have any. And look, I think maybe because of my family, who it is, and I'm just trying to be honest with myself because it's silly not to be. I was in the business because of who my family was. You know what I mean? This was a step out character-wise, but it still got me in the door because I was Bob Armstrong's son.
Right.
Because Brad Armstrong's brother, this is his younger brother who was a Marine and who can sing and who can, you know what I mean? So I got the gig. I took it for granted. I made a ton of money for about 9 months, and then me and Jeff quit.
You brought up singing. I remember the whole deal with it was you singing the songs and that whole.
It was Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, I remember that.
Except I was white with braids.
Yeah, killing it.
So for those that don't know, when you were the roadie, Jeff Jarrett was a wrestler as well.
Yep.
He came out as a superstar.
Yep.
He's singing. He's got a song, "Be My Baby Tonight" was the big song, and everybody loved it. And then the storyline was, it came out eventually, you were really singing the song.
Yep. And so had it played out, like we had, look, it was the biggest opportunity I'd ever got, to your point, I'd ever had in the business, in my life. And I took it for granted so much that I quit 8 months in, making more money than I've ever, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and it really was the best thing I ever did, because I had to go to Memphis and I had to work for $350 a week, and I had to drive 6 hours one way to 3 of the different towns in that territory. Don't show the one with me and that goat.
He saw videos being pulled out.
With my baby.
Well,
With my baby tonight.
For those that don't follow wrestling, Jeff decided to switch companies.
Yes, after we quit.
Yes.
We quit because he arguably was not getting paid the same as guys in his same category, in his same on his same level.
On the food chain, it was Save It's Football. He goes, I'm one of the best wide receivers, and there's 30 wide receivers getting paid more than I am, so we need to change.
Well,
something needs to change, and they said no.
That was also the time, though, when Turner was paying everybody stupid money to come over to WCW. Though I remember that. Like they were, God, I mean, he killed everything with money. Like pretty much, he got all the big names, all the talent away from Vince, and because I guess Vince was king of the mountain for so long.
Yeah,
and so Ted, he succeeded in that.
He bought a victory for 83 weeks.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did.
So you go with him. He announces, I'm leaving. I'm quitting.
He tells me in the ring.
Think about this, guys. Your best friend.
Yeah. And
is going to tell you this, and you got your job.
So we're supposed to, he's going to shove me on my butt, and I'm supposed to get up and go like, I'm sorry, and then drop him and leave him late.
Storyline is he's finally turning on Jeff.
Yeah.
This is a big storyline.
So I'm down. I'm over Jeff. He just got beat. I went to pull his opponent's foot, but I turned my back and wasn't looking, and his opponent reversed him. So I pulled Jeff's foot. He took a bump. He came up. Super kick from Shawn Michaels. 1, 2, 3. Classic match, by the way. One that we've watched back together on video. Me and Shawn and Jeff. Wow. And it's super cool to do that, too, especially with those guys. You know what I mean? Because I was a year out of the Marine Corps, 6 months in the business, and there I am. You know what I mean? And doing loops with Shawn Michaels and Diesel and Razor and Jeff. And, man, just really learning my craft in the fire. But I was getting paid, so I wasn't thankful for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just all, and my mind was altered too. And so I went to Memphis, and I had to scrape and grind and crawl, but I still did drugs. You know what I mean?
He
still
told you going out, we're going to quit?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'll go back. He said, hey, I'm not doing this. I'm rolling out of the ring and walking. And I
Think
said,
about that.
and I said,
The day of the show.
in the ring after the match.
In the ring.
We're live on
In the
pay-per-view.
ring, I'm leaving the company. What you about to do?
Yep. And I said, Jeff, I'm going with you. Let's roll. And he said, you don't have to do that, Brian. He said that to me, and I'll never forget it. You don't have to do that, dude, because they were gonna. The next match, the next pay-per-view was me versus Jeff versus Shawn Michaels in a triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship.
Wow.
Damn.
And I'm a year in the business. You know what I mean? And but that's why I didn't appreciate it. It was handed to me, and I was put right in a great position, almost to where I couldn't fail. Because look who I was with, and look the surrounding talent, the roster at that time. But I failed myself. You know what I mean?
And you guys walked straight out of the building?
Yeah. I had our bags back there, and the Hebners were trying to chase us and go, hey, where you go? Where you going? And Bill Watts had just come in too, like 2 days before that. And I'm thinking he's the one that said no to Jeff about the pay. And so Jeff was leaving, and I thought, well, I ain't never worked for Watts, but I'll follow your lead. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. Damn.
And literally the next day, they called and said, you guys are fired. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we quit last night. So
I don't know if you understood the hint, but we don't work
You
there
can't
anymore.
fire me, I quit.
Yeah. The
That was
classic
the line.
line.
yeah, it was on TV. Like it was.
So then what?
Then we went to his dad's house and sat in the hot tub and drank beer, and
what we gonna do?
woke up the next morning and I said, "What are we gonna do, man?" He was already had irons in the fire, and Jeff's always been a savvy businessman, and I just wasn't. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, you're here.
I don't care.
Here.
Yeah, I'm
You made
alive.
bad decisions.
I'm alive.
Now look, everybody, fast forward. In case you're sitting here, you're like, maybe I do recognize. I kind of watched wrestling as a kid. I don't watch it now. But when you talk about fast forward, it turned out okay. You end up coming back to the WWF, WWE now.
Right.
And eventually, you mentioned Billy Gunn. You get tagged with Billy Gunn. Now you're a team. You're going to singles. You feel we got something going here.
Yeah,
We work together
yeah.
well.
Me and Billy just worked a lot against each other, and we weren't doing anything creatively, so we went to the creative and said, of course, with like the good employees we are, hey, we don't like what you're doing with us. Do something better. I don't have any ideas of my own. Do better. But thank goodness they kind of listened to us. It was a new regime writing coming in, Vince Russo, and so there was new shows popping up, and so he thought, New Age Outlaws versus the Headbangers can main event. You know what I mean? It can be, and so he gave us a try. And
So now all of us, everyone in here is about the same age.
Yeah.
All of us ended up getting in trouble in school because of this gentleman right
Oh,
here.
100%.
Because he came out, did the whole "oh, you didn't know," and then we went back to our school teacher and told her to
suck it.
suck it.
yeah, that I put that on bad parenting.
Yeah, that's okay.
Your mom let you watch that.
I had that DX T-shirt too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I sure did.
They said it was your fault. Our parents did.
yeah. Liars. No, it was my fault. It was like a whole generation. Not mine individually, but I will take partial responsibility.
Yeah.
How about this, guys? We watched we do the podcast every week called "Oh, You Didn't Know" podcast, and we watched a news clip as a bonus show. This was great news because even Road Dogg discovered it at the time. The news lady says, "I'm joined by my guest Road Dogg, and when it comes to WWF merchandise sales, Stone Cold Steve Austin's number 1, The Rock is number 2, and Road Dogg is number 3."
Yeah,
Think about how much merch my man is killing
Jesus.
Yeah.
if he's behind The Rock and Stone
Yeah.
Cold.
and that was, I don't know. It was a downhill spiral. Once they split me and Billy up, I was so scared. Like I didn't look. It's so much easier standing out there with him. You know what I mean? Like I ain't out here by myself. And so I just didn't think I didn't know if I had what it took to do it by myself. And
Did that fuel the drugs?
yeah, probably. But Vince made me believe it. Like, he sold it to me. He was like, "You're gonna do great." And so I had the hardcore title run and the Intercontinental Championship run, and it was in that period of time, like it was good, and T-shirts were selling. You know what I mean? And so being in DX dang sure didn't help or hurt. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We should have let you bring in the podcast the way you used to bring in.
Oh yeah, we could put that.
There's extra money involved, but yeah. Gladly do it.
That'd be amazing.
Oh,
do people just come up to you in the airport and scream, "Oh, you didn't know"? And suck it. And...
Yeah, but usually they don't come up to me. They'll just say it from across the way so that
better.
everybody sees
suck
it.
it.
Suck it.
Yep.
Okay.
See ya.
Thank you, wheelchair
This is
pusher
why-
person. I'm sure Mrs. Waldorf appreciated you yelling that.
Waldorf.
Well, look, we don't want to glorify the drug use, of course. We
Right.
never want to do that. But we are dudes.
Hey, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Being a drug addict only sucks, like, at the end. You know what I mean? Like, it was, well, there was some bad spots.
Being a drug addict only sucks.
Yeah, because at first, like, do you even know you're a drug addict? Like, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Then, next thing you do, you're S&D for crack on Main Street, and you go, "Up, I'm addicted. I'm addicted."
Oh my God.
D for crack on Main Street should be a T-shirt.
Down on Main Street.
But give us, I bring that up. You got to have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrity stories.
Snoop Dogg,
or-
of course.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
yeah
Snoop
yeah.
Dogg, of course.
Dogg.
And
What?
Snoop Dogg and
Let me
Mia X and what was the other dudes? And, of course, Wiz Khalifa.
let me ask you something. Did you smoke with Snoop Dogg?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Me, and I don't know if you remember Midian. He
The
was
naked midi.
Yeah, Naked Midian. He
That
wrestled
was
for
the
a while.
wrestler's name.
Yeah.
Came out in a towel.
Okay.
But me, him, and the Godfather in Chicago, like went in the room,
Yeah.
and the biggest thing I remember is Ventura had just been elected governor of Minnesota, so he was in the dressing room next to us with like security guards outside of the
Secret
dressing
Service
room,
and stuff.
and we're literally in the room next to him, and there's like 4 blunts being passed around. And it's just like nobody's trying to hide anything, you know. And I walked out of this is a true story. I walked out of the room. Shane and Stephanie McMahon are both standing right there, and I said, "Snoop Dogg's been smoking in there, guys."
You might want to do something about that.
I just kept walking. Oh yeah. Yeah, but
I'm not
I mean,
trying to tattletale, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
he's out of control. In
this
there.
guy, somebody needs to get a handle on him.
This dog feller might have
you know,
some
hey,
illegal drugs in there.
So the most interesting one maybe is I took acid with Ben Stiller.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller?
I don't even know this story.
Yeah, me and Midian again. There's a pattern.
So
Midian
Midian
sounds-
sounds like a horrible.
He needs to be
Friend.
on next week with us.
Yeah, hey,
X-Files.
he's the best. Bless his heart. But yeah, we were in the.
Where? What city?
And I'm not sure, but it was when he worked with
He's like, I don't know.
when he worked with Jeff Jarrett. Remember, Jeff put a figure 4 on him
Yes.
With Ben Stiller.
with Ben Stiller.
Wow.
Wow.
So this after show,
Also
what is it?
Metallica.
Oh, just named Watch Your Toes.
Watch your dick over there.
Jesus
Christ.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of people that you run into, and
It's like the fans. They want to do
yeah,
it too.
and they're
doing it.
partying too, and X-Pac knew one of them, and it was like next thing you know, we're in Lars Ulrich's room, you know what I mean? And there's like models taller than all of us, and we went, and so we weren't in there long because
They
it
skipped
was
over that in models.
it was an upper. If you get my drift, I'm always a downer dude. Like I like to go
Okay.
down, and so that was a very upper party. And and the remember the bass player before the new guy,
Newstead.
Yeah.
Newstead.
Yeah, Jason Newstead.
Jason Newstead, went to his room. So we walk into his room. He has all of his furniture pushed back, and he's literally sitting Indian style on like one of those rugs like you would rehearse on or something. You know what I mean? And I was like, this guy knows how to party. But then we sat down and smoked some pot with him, and I ended up blowing my knee out trying to get up. That last part was not true.
You didn't try to get out.
No, I spent a week there with him. I spent a week with him one night.
Wait, go back to acid with Stiller.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
after show?
After show. in the parking lot, and we
He's
were
there, he's doing the
smoking
show.
one, and his like assistant came around, and he was like, "Give us a moment, please. Give us." Like, he snapped on her and sent her back around the corner while we
Y'all were
finished.
smoking weed.
Yeah, and Tex gave him a Midian, gave him a tab, and we took a tab, and that was it. He actually left like not long after that.
Oh, y'all
so
didn't
me
even
and Tex,
party?
no, me and Tex just
the tab.
we were
See you later.
we were
Well,
gonna do
shit.
we were gonna
I
do
wanted
it.
to hear about that.
We were gonna do it with Stiller or not. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right. He just happened to be there and got one.
Yeah, he just got lucky.
That's fucking amazing.
Did you ever have a bad trip on acid?
Yes, yeah. And I was sitting on the toilet and looking at the tub and like the shampoos, and everything melted away and turned into like candles, like an altar. And I was freaking out and crying and sweating.
He's listening to a Steppenwolf album
Yeah,
backwards.
it was definitely like, well, I'm traveling down the road.
What is this?
Was that Scott
Being a
Stapp?
drug addict.
Was that Scott Stapp? Was that your Scott Stapp?
Look at the memes he got. That's one of them motivational posters.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
that's great.
That's a
Good job,
one.
Dustin.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
print that out.
That's your next T-shirt, by the way.
Look, I love the blow.
Only sucks at the end.
That girl is clearly on acid.
Yeah, she's tripping balls right now.
Oh my God.
So was that the last time you took acid?
No.
Had a horrible trip. So you quit? No.
I told myself I would. I told me and God and everybody, I will never do this again.
Oh, the promise, yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then I said, like, I was lying. You know me.
Would you rather?
Oh, I like
Oh,
these.
here we go.
I like these.
This is already
These
funny.
are so
I know.
bad.
Would you rather? No, I'm not going that bad.
These are
Oh.
I'm
so
gonna
bad.
start fun for one.
Oh, okay.
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 Would you rather fight? Because you're a fighter now. You
Yeah,
ready?
yeah.
Big dude, guys.
Yeah.
How tall are you? About 6'5"?
6'4".
6'4". All right. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I think I'd take my chances with them little friggin' horses.
Would you?
Yeah, I kick them. The other one is
going-
big as a horse, no matter what. If it could be a
But it's a duck.
snake as big as a horse. You know what I mean? Like, it's still as big as a horse. Horses are big and
Is
scary.
everybody going tiny horses?
No, I would
would.
go with the
I
I would go with the horse-sized duck.
You're going
I would
giant
go
duck?
with one.
Would you break it? Like,
It's
how
gonna
would
have
you
it's gonna have its weakness. You just got to do it with one.
hit him right in his pecker? Hey,
Right
if
in
you
the
got
right in the
Oh,
giblets.
duck pecker.
Right in the giblets.
Everybody knows the duck.
So pretty much,
Right in the old giblets.
right in the old giblets.
Duck giblets.
Hey, so
You're-
100%. I would do the big one.
yeah.
Really?
I'd beat the piss out.
We
of
don't
that
have teeth.
thing. Yeah, I'd beat the piss out of that son of a bitch. I would.
What
He's so
kind of horse?
confident, isn't he?
What
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of horse we talking about? Like a
What's the
Clydesdale?
A Shetland pony, or are we talking about a Clydesdale?
Well, they're all
Well,
the
it don't
size
matter,
of
yeah, it's the
duck,
size of a duck.
Well, you going tiny horses?
Oh yeah.
Bert?
Yeah.
I'm
Terry?
going with the big one.
Why?
Just because I'm short and I can run there and slap them in the nads and be done with it.
Y'all are all going duck nards.
Duck nards.
Yeah.
Duck nards.
Oh, I
Bubba grabbing duck nards.
All I
I
can
thought that
picture
was
is
a
that big
cartoon.
ass bill.
We don't
Yeah.
have a teeth.
Yeah, but still.
Hey, have you ever been bit by a goose or something?
Fuck
Hurts
yeah.
like crap.
Hell yeah, I have.
Hey, what if that big
Hey.
one got you?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna go on and tell you. I got my damn hand. I got one of them some bitches after me. I was probably 14 years old. I was in Huntsville, Big Spring Park. You know the big lake out there by the Civic Center,
Yeah.
and you go out there and all those damn geese and ducks
Yeah.
and everything's out there.
Not good.
Well, I was out there, and everybody, all the kids take their thing of loaf bread out there.
Yeah.
And you're out there and you feed them. Well, fuck, when you run out of loaf bread, and I went and I had one more piece, and this ornery motherfucker was right over here to my right. And I guess he got mad, and when I flung that last piece out to this one,
Oh.
it was over here. That son of a bitch got
got
me
you.
right there on the finger.
That was strategic.
Hey, but look, I kicked the piss out of that.
Hey, see,
Strategery.
that's what you do to a horse.
yeah,
You kick
a
it.
little,
I
a
kick it.
little one.
Yeah,
You can't just kick a big horse
Or a
a
big
big duck.
I think you can.
I think you could.
Their feet are.
But ducks
their
aren't aggressive.
feet are
Y'all
like.
talking about geese.
Geese,
Ducks aren't
yeah,
aggressive.
yeah,
Do you have to be on acid to fight these?
yeah.
Yes, I
Probably
want to.
100%.
I tell you what, I want to be. If I have to fight either one of those,
Yeah.
I want to at least be on acid.
Minimal.
do it.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, 100%.
You have. I mean, you have to. I think
Yeah.
it's like voting day.
I mean, I was on it when I brought it up. It's like voting these days. Yeah, you got to be.
Yeah.
Tiny horses, what's your plan, Bert?
Kick them. Or run. Either one.
You're running from 100 tiny.
Man, you can't run.
Yeah.
You can't run.
100 is a lot, man.
Please don't
Yeah.
catch me, tiny
100.
horse.
But what is that tiny horse going to do, though? What's its defense?
They got teeth.
Here,
fucking
look at this
little,
right
though.
here. Look at this damn thing.
Oh, look at
What's
that.
that?
That's a horse and a.
See right here. Look, imagine that thing.
That's a goose.
Just
Oh,
coming at you.
yeah. Oh,
That guy's
Just-
a pussy.
he took
though.
a bump.
He just
Yeah.
took a bump.
He's
I'd
on
have caught.
acid.
I'd have caught him by the neck, like a cobra.
Cobra Kai over there. Oh, Cobra Kai. Watch this shit right
Look,
here.
he's laying down.
See
Look
this
at
guy,
him.
see him walking
Look
up.
at him
He's like,
laying
these
down.
He's
people.
mad. He's
These-
mad.
Yep. He's
Look,
like,
here
these
he comes.
motherfuckers didn't give me no bread or nothing.
What are they doing? Are
See,
they?
when they do that
Oh,
with their tail.
Don't run.
Oh, there's three.
Don't
of
run.
them.
Oh! Oh, no, they're dead. Oh, got him.
Oh, he's got that one hemmed up right
Oh,
Well, see, this is the classic case. You ain't got to
Yeah.
be first. You just can't be last.
Look at this
oh,
guy.
This guy
Getting
gets.
chased?
This guy just got back from
Oh.
Starbucks. He's heading to the
he's-
office.
Look at him.
Look at
Oh,
him.
God almighty.
You son of a.
He's
Why I
got
oughta
his Wall Street Journal.
My
hit you
man's
with a-
retired and trying to peacefully read a newspaper.
smack you with these one ads, you son of
Look
a.
at him. He looks like a chef at a hibachi restaurant right now. With a
Hey,
fucking
hey,
newspaper.
interesting story. My hibachi restaurant that I go to
Yeah.
all the time just had like people rush to the emergency room because there was meth in their food, like
Oh,
liquid
wow.
liquid meth. And
No,
so
you're lying.
I'm dead serious that this was the we're going to talk through it now. So this was we drove by there was cops everywhere. Me and my wife, we go there all the time. They have a road dog roll
Like,
that
oh,
we
the road dog roll.
yeah, the sushi roll.
What's in the
So,
road dog roll?
Basically just everything fried.
Okay, I like
Yeah,
it.
with no avocado.
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese, yeah, but no avocado. Cream cheese and avocado is too much for me. The
That's the
consistency
limit.
is too much.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What were we talking about? Or what was I talking about? I won't
meth
shut the
and-
Meth in
They
your
did
in the
they
sushi
did
roll.
onion
Yeah.
volcano and people died.
He said it was in the soy sauce. And so people went to the emergency room, didn't sleep at all that night. Everybody at that table, blah, blah, blah. So the next day, the guys go, hey, we think it was a hoax, and we're not sure. And I thought, well, now, is it a hoax or not? So then the kid almost died again, like another heart attack
Oh,
or
it's not a
something.
hoax.
So it's not a hoax. And I thought to myself, who puts their meth in other people?
Yeah.
Like I smoked my meth myself. Like I'm not giving.
And wanted every bit of it.
That is the first thing I thought of. Was like, for one thing, I don't even know if liquid meth is that even a thing.
I don't
I've been
know.
out of the drug scene for a while.
I don't
but
know.
but
I've never-
I've never heard of that.
I never have either. But I thought like, okay, whatever. I've been, pot's legal too. So, and so I,
It's been a while.
so they're back open, and I told my wife, I said, "Are we going to go back there?" And she was like, "Yeah." Are you going to make a joke about meth when we order our food? And I was like, "Yeah, of course I am."
So they have no idea where it came from.
No, I want my meth with my yum yum sauce, my yum yum meth.
If by the way, if you're gonna sneak me meth, please let it be in the yum yum sauce.
Yeah, because
God, I love
hey,
yum-yum
you
sauce.
know it'll get it. You know what I mean? It might get with the finger at the end of the night, but it's getting it.
What's the name of this restaurant?
Yeah.
Nico's.
He's like, we're making a
Nico's.
trip.
Nico's
like-
in
it's like
Pace,
Yums.
Florida. Nico's in Pace, Florida.
Okay.
It's worth a Google.
Wait.
It's worth a Google.
All right, so we brought up some when faced with
Look
an
at the
attacking
tongue
duck,
on that duck.
Yeah. The first thing you should do is pin the duck down.
Look at that guy's face. man.
This will give it time to calm down, recognize that it can't overpower you.
2 minutes.
That's
but
a long time.
that's
You're
not-
That's
used
a
to
long
one,
time
two,
to fight.
three.
That's not going to work with one the size of a horse, though.
No, you're going to have to break it. You're going to have to break it like a wild
Look,
stallion.
this is the
You're going to have to
thing.
get on that huge duck
Yeah.
and ride that mother ducker till it just calms down and you
I-
can ride off in the sunset with
It
it.
doesn't have any teeth. It does, I mean,
But it'll lick the shit out of it.
look at that thing.
It is.
right
It's,
there.
by the way, it's a way bigger tongue than I anticipated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it looks like it's sharp on the
I
edges.
won't stop calling the son of a gun.
Is it one of them cat tongues that's rough?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean, probably.
Look at that thing's face, man. That's wild.
Look at him. You don't know. Hey, somebody's holding it down, but you don't know who's behind
He
him.
looks like he just ate
He's
at
like,
that
"Ah!"
restaurant you were just talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nico's.
He's in that man.
He had the Peking duck.
Yeah, the yum-yums.
I think I'm now on team
Ducks
tiny
attacking humans, why it happens, and how to stop it.
Think
'Cause
about
that's
this.
a-
I thought they weren't aggressive, and there's a whole article on it. You know what I mean? So I was
Yeah,
wrong.
why is a duck chasing me? People also
What does it
ask.
say? Why ducks are aggressive? There are 2 causes of Drake aggression.
Ooh, I don't know what that means.
Drake, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
No, he's talking
Both
about.
are
he's talking about-
unacceptable. What?
If you think
He's talking about
Drake is the
Drake
boy.
is a duck. Yeah.
There's a boy duck,
Is it?
probably. I don't know.
He goes, "Why is Drake attacking?" me?"
Yeah. Drake Aggression's a great album.
He's a-
91
I thought it was Chris Brown that was the aggression.
a fully sexual, mature adult male
Oh.
duck.
This took a turn.
Look at this guy. Look at.
Wait, but why'd they use that picture?
That's a good-looking duck.
That's a damn
That
Drake
is.
right there.
That's a mature adult male duck.
Sexually mature.
Look at him.
Beautiful. Look at that.
He's like a peacock.
I feel like I took acid.
You gotta
Look at him.
You gotta let me fly.
Is that a duck?
Yeah,
Is that a duck?
It's beautiful.
it is.
It is beautiful.
I've never seen a duck that look like
Look
that.
at that.
We're on
Holy
acid.
shit.
All right, now imagine him the size of a horse.
Oh,
You don't want that.
Man, I'd beat the piss.
I'll tell
out
you
of
what.
it. I could
You're,
take it.
you're still in?
I'd still be in. Yeah.
Man, dude,
I could
don't
do it.
know.
what
I
about that
could.
tongue, though? What are
Yeah.
you gonna do with that?
I just hold his
Look
beak
at that
shut.
beak. Hey, look at that beak. Zoom in on that beak.
If he
Look,
can't,
it's
if he
hook
can't
at the
see,
end.
Oh,
Look at
it's a
that.
hook at the end.
yeah,
You don't want
he
that.
might get you with that. I'd tear his eyeballs out. I mean, if you
Yeah.
can't, if he can't see, he
Yeah.
Do you
can't.
think you could go outside in the field and beat a horse?
Oh yeah,
No.
I've punched a horse.
I know everybody's punched a horse. That's
No, I
easy.
really have.
Easy,
I know everybody
Mongo.
No, I really have.
Does PETA know about this?
Yeah, that's how you get a horse to respect you. You punch it.
Hey,
For
look
real.
at that. They're cooking the beaks.
Well, that's why they're
Yeah,
mad.
man.
Oh, is that
I'd be
duck
mad
tongue?
too.
Duck
that
tongue
duck
wrestle
tongue?
thing. Would you eat that?
Y-
I'd try anything.
Good,
once.
'cause we've
Like,
got it
well,
now.
with food. Let me
Friggin'.
let me go back on that.
What about duck dingus?
I don't know.
Dingus.
Oh
They're
wait.
playing Bonnaroo this
Hold on.
year. I saw
Yeah. Yeah, they're opening up for widespread panic, I think.
Yeah.
Duck dingus.
Look at that
and
motherfucker
both.
over there. It's got teeth. How the
Oh.
fuck did we get off on ducks?
Oh,
Do
see?
ducks have tongues?
Look at that. That one's got
Wait, look,
teeth.
they all
Hey, he
got
does
teeth.
have teeth.
They all got
He looks
teeth.
like a penguin.
Now he'd fuck you up.
See, you don't want a horse size that.
No.
I think
That
that's
thing
still-
might take your arm if it's big as a horse.
Look at that.
Look at that mouth.
Zoom in right there, Dustin. On the look at his body. Yeah, it's like
Oh,
serrated.
snap.
That looks like a shark coming out of a duck's face.
Like a whale.
And look at the size.
Look at that.
Look
That's
at
a piranha if you just
Yeah.
zoom in.
Look at the size of his tongue.
His tongue's got.
We
got
should've
his
took
tongue
acid.
got teeth on it.
We
What
should
the
have took
fuck?
acid.
Yeah, I don't know about
Oh,
that one.
y'all
I think
didn't.
we are.
Yeah, sorry.
I only had 5 hits.
Did you not drink? Did you not drink your soy sauce when we came in?
I tell you what, that other one was pretty.
Which one? Oh,
Yeah, that one. I mean, we're talking about attractive ducks, right?
Right. I mean, just man to man, it's a good looking.
That's a good looking duck. If I'm saying I'm on the road a long time, 12 days, 14 days, I hadn't been home, I'm driving by, I see
Yeah.
that duck on the side of the road. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It said hold it down for 2 minutes.
Is that why you travel with loaf of bread? He'll know you can
You are not overpowered.
Hey,
me.
can I give the duck credit? 2 minutes is a long time to go. This giant human can finally overpower.
Oh, yeah, no, I got to hold him for like another minute and a half
Yeah,
after I finish.
that's a long time. After I
God.
finish.
Y'all ridiculous.
What you think I was?
It's a good looking duck.
Yeah, there's a-
Look at these, some weird looking ducks.
He's a
now.
swell looker. Hey, that mallard, though, that's just the old faithful.
That's old. That's
Yeah,
old.
it is old faithful.
That's old. Looks like a bill on a stamp right there.
Yep.
You just lick the bag of it, stick it on the envelope.
Hey,
Unless it's acid on the back
I'm
of
gonna
the
drink. I'm gonna drink some of our friend Killer Bee's moonshine.
No, it ain't.
It's a
You got to drive home?
yeah. He does it all the time. It's fine.
This is- We're going to Cancun.
It's
No, here's what I was
fine.
gonna ask.
You're not paying for anything.
When's the last?
We're not paying for anything.
When's the last time you shit yourself?
Oh, about mile marker 27.
Today. Today.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
God,
I
that's-
mean, like bad.
That is a Peachtree dish of just fucking
Yeah, no, it smells bad.
Yeah, don't.
It's been here for a few episodes.
God almighty. I think it's actually just a melted candle.
Yeah, 70 people's drank out of
It's
it.
just a
It's
watermelon candle.
Yeah.
It might be.
It's actually good though. It's really smooth.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
shit in your
holy
pants.
shit.
Yeah. Let's not forget that.
Isn't that the most embarrassing thing ever?
Yeah, but it's been a while since I've done that.
You
Yeah,
got a good run going?
Yeah. Well, do we really want to talk about this?
Sure, why not?
I
Fuck
don't know
it.
if it's a funny story.
So no,
That or let's talk about the submarine. Either one. It's
is a
Submarine. I won't sink that much.
is
oh my god. Oh,
I think I love ya.
I won't sink that one.
Well, so I haven't sharded lately, but I've wet farted lately. Does that it not leaves a mark? But you kind of need to go and
Yeah.
sit down for a
You're
minute.
like, I gotta clean up.
I need to freshen up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hit the little girl's room and freshen up.
I haven't charged.
I haven't sharded.
You know what I
lately,
mean,
but-
though?
Wet fart.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
called a wet poot. You wet pooted.
Yeah, that's probably
Where it's hot and it's got the big bubble on the end of it.
Oh God,
You know?
Yes, I love it.
It's good.
Bert,
Man,
come on, man.
it's been a while.
Don't
It
lie.
has been a while. It has.
If you had to bet, not me, because you'd.
I don't leave my
me.
house a lot, so I just sit down before I do it.
But if
usually.
I said somebody in here, who's the last person to shit their pants? You think me, so don't pick me. So, but the other three, I know I'm one, but who's runner up?
Who's
Charlie,
two?
Yeah.
Bert, or Terry? Who looks like?
What do you think?
most
Charlie.
Really?
because you were
Why?
just sick, so I
Yeah.
didn't know if there was stomach.
Was there?
So I'm
issues.
gonna tell. No, not this time. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell an embarrassing story.
Oh, okay.
So I had got food poisoning last year. I'm not going to say the name of the chain restaurant. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was from their lettuce. They had like an E. coli breakout
Oh, yeah.
nationally.
Oh yeah.
It rhymes with Haku Smell. Was the name
Oh yeah,
of the
Haku smell.
restaurant, right? Oh, Haku
I worked
Smell.
with his brother Haku smell.
Yeah. So I was so fucking sick, dude, for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. My first time in my life, I shit the bed, literally.
Yeah.
I couldn't get up. I was so weak. And I had to go to the ER and get all these bags of IVs. And,
Yeah.
you know, that was
You were asleep?
my
or what?
wife, it was a pinnacle in her life. It was a stepping stone
Sure.
for her
If she's
to.
with you through that.
Hey,
you're
hey,
in.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm good. Like she helped me and she cleaned
Oh,
me. I was
God.
like, I'm good, you know, because when you get old, we're all gonna get fucking old.
I mean, were you thinking about not being good if she hadn't cleaned up your shit?
Yeah.
No, well, I
Was
mean,
this
no,
a test?
I mean, maybe I don't know.
I kind of want to go home and shit in the bed.
Be like Judy.
Honey, he told me it was the
booty Jim.
test.
Well, like, I know what she'd do. She'd kick me out. Clean up the sheets.
She felt so sorry for because I was
Yeah, you're
so
sick.
sick.
Yeah.
Like fucking sick. And it was one of those things that I remember.
You coughed and pooped or what?
No, I was just trying to
poop.
get up. I was so weak from
Just finished.
yeah, dude.
Just
Just
done.
done. And shit. Yeah. Just fucking shit.
And shit.
And then
Yeah.
I not all of it. You know, just I was able to get out
Oh yeah.
and finally
Trail?
make it. Yeah,
Trail?
Yeah, 100%.
Carpeted.
No, marble.
Okay.
You know, we're highbrow. You know, we're highbrow. But yeah, so shit.
Carpeted trail.
Yeah. And so yeah, man. That was a great story.
Now, did you run? You ran to the
everybody
bathroom
enjoyed it.
leaking.
Yeah,
Did
well,
you
I wasn't
sit
running.
down and poop again?
I wasn't running. Oh yeah, dude, it was.
Did you poop before you sat down? So you like brown recluse the back of the
completely
bathroom?
peeing out of
Just
my
slung
ass.
up a big old brown spider?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Literally, you know how everybody in here's peed out of their ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. But just picture doing it for 4 days and throwing up at the
that's not
same
good.
time. It's fucking awesome.
The last time that I did would have probably been when I had a stomach virus.
Yeah.
It's a good diet plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
You
a
could
good.
drop some weight.
It's not a good diet plan.
What happened?
Well, kind of the same thing, but I was sleeping and apparently dreaming,
Oh,
and
no.
I had to fart.
Oh.
Gives new meaning to a wet dream, doesn't
But I did realize how quickly I can wake up and be in the bathroom.
Oh wow.
I mean, it was like
Is there?
I don't even remember
is it
the journey there. I don't remember that journey.
Is it a considerable distance?
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Trail, carpet, the whole deal?
Well, no carpet. It was hardwood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll blend right in.
I don't think I did a trail though. I don't
it just
remember.
looks like the antique.
Have
know
you ever
what I mean?
Have you ever
Patina.
sharded when you were on a date?
No.
No, I haven't.
Anybody ever sharded on a date?
No.
Not like literally on her, but like been on a date and sharded. Right?
No,
No.
she made me pay extra for that.
Dustin,
That was the old times in Thailand, wasn't it?
Dustin, go ahead and buy the website shardedonadate.com.
.com. We buy website names all the time.
Yeah.
Just as fun. Cockgobblers.com on
I
that
love
one.
it.
Well,
What does that go to? I forgot.
Hey, we need to
sideways.
put
With
it
a
to,
Z, by the
with,
way.
with a Z. We churched it up a little bit. But we need to put that to, it didn't go to anything right now. I've got an offer. If somebody send me an email offering to buy it.
How was that?
Yep, there it is right there. You're welcome.
Parked. How about
I
that?
tell you what we're going to do. We're going to
With a
redirect
Z.
that page.
Let's get roaddoggsharded.com.
The new Road Dogg shirt that Dustin just came
Yeah.
up with in the back there, that's where we'll sell that shirt.
Dude, that shirt, like if you
Would
had
kill
that
it.
actual picture on like a light tan
Oh,
old
yeah.
school t-shirt, like
Yeah.
a vintage t-shirt.
Or a tie-dye shirt. Dude.
Yeah.
A tie-dye shirt. My wife makes shirts and things
Are
like
you
that.
going to make him one?
I'm going to make you one.
Okay, I love it.
100%.
Will you wear that?
Yes.
That's fucking phenomenal.
Being a drug addict. What is it again?
Yeah,
Throw it out.
bring that
Only
back up,
sucks at
Dustin.
the end.
Being a drug addict only sucks at the end. I love the dandelion and the girl with
It is.
that looks downsy
It
or
looks
something.
like
I like to
that
teach
poster's hanging
the
up, and
world
next to
to
it's a little kitten hang in there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, hang
Glow
in
in the
there.
dark, hang
Yeah.
in
We
there.
are the world.
Yeah, you get.
The other poster, the guy's skiing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's
Yeah.
all downhill after you climb the mountain.
Yeah.
You know? Something
Sonny Bono.
Oh yeah. Shit.
So, all right. So, tell everybody now, you are still in the wrestling business.
Yeah. So I got fired about 2 years ago, and that's when I started doing my podcast with Casio. Thank
Yeah,
God.
I mean, you're at the bottom if I'm involved.
Yeah. Well, no.
What the? Wait a minute.
We know.
Yeah.
Actually,
We know.
actually, the old co-host got hired back,
Yeah.
and so I so I didn't have a co-host. So Casio came on board, and thankfully, so I think we have good chemistry. He makes
You
me
guys
laugh
got great.
And then you
chemistry.
really
got hired
hard.
back.
And then I got hired back, and they told me you can keep it if you want to. And so I have it's just started becoming where it's like, okay, I'm not just doing it because I love him
Yeah.
and love having a good time 2 hours a week. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's honestly like I make enough to pay the rent on the building I rent because where I live I don't have Wi-Fi. Like that's where I live in the woods, dog. That's why
He has to
driving.
go into town to record our podcast.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I go
really?
into town.
Just,
but I
get
love it.
Starlink, bro.
Well, so they don't have it in my area. It's the
Yeah.
first place I called.
So look, check it out. I'll tell you the hack right now.
Harley's got you.
Hack.
I got you the hack. Don't sign up for the residential service. Sign up for the RV one.
Oh,
Because there's already satellites live everywhere on that, and you can
Okay.
have that
that's
shit
the
tomorrow.
hack, Jack.
Yeah, you could have it tomorrow, and it's 5G and everything too.
How much
so.
would your life change if you could do the show from the house?
Oh my gosh.
But not only that, look, you could take it anywhere you fucking want to go
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
it comes in this nice little carrying case.
Yeah.
you know, and your little dish, and then you sets up and you
Come on.
tear it all down, take it with you.
I gotta get
But
that.
seriously, do that, and dude, it's like I think it was $149 a month, but you have it anywhere. It's kind of expensive,
Yeah.
Well, look,
but you have it
here's-
anywhere.
Charlie's got a deal for you. If you'll let him sell that drug addict shirt, he'll give you $149. So you can
No.
have internet.
No. I'm not
What's
just
this?
kidding.
Oh, look, is that he's photoshopped? He's photoshopped your models here.
I like it.
love it.
Here,
I
zoom
like
in
it.
on that. It looks like a fucking feminine hygiene commercial picture.
Where's our drinks?
They're in the fridge.
What drinks?
Oh, we brought you Star.
Hey, Dustin,
Oh, yeah, they told me.
bring us
They
all
told
a
me.
story in here, please.
But he
Thanks.
looked at the feminine product aisle.
Yeah, I was
He
like,
thought
what's?
it was a diet vagine washing.
I thought
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was like a White Claw or something. I'm like, what is this story?
It's what was the one back in the day? It was just like a Zima.
A Zima. Hell yeah, I remember Zimas. Throw your old Jolly Rancher in there and go
Oh,
to
yeah.
town, son. Remember that shit?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God.
I love it.
No, I haven't. I have had one story actually. I'm waiting
Have
on
you?
Dustin to bust
Is
in
he
here.
coming in?
Yeah, he's
do you
right
want
here.
to? Do you want to do the one chip challenge? Are you a spicy guy?
Holy shit! I'll give you $500
No, I'm not.
cash right
no,
now.
I'm not doing no. No. I don't. Not for 500. Not for 1,000.
How about
He'll
5,000?
give you.
No.
He's like, fuck! I got ulcers, dickhead.
Yeah. My gout's acting up,
Crofers.
and
You crofers?
I'm about laying down in this chair.
So,
You
dude,
won't be able to
hey,
get your crofers on.
that chip is rough, dude.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
gonna go on and tell you.
Terry, you
Terry's
did it?
done it.
Yeah, I did it, and
Why?
because I'm a dumbass.
That was the last
He
time
got
he
a
shit
free
his pants.
Starlink.
Yeah,
He was
it's
excited.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
He got a free
Check
Starlink.
this out. Speaking of shit in your pants, you didn't
Oh.
get to me, but this is my last one. I recorded it. Check it out.
Oh,
What?
God.
Yes.
What the?
What's happening?
Dead serious. So here it is. I have a.
was
Wait,
too-
wait, wait.
This is real. So let me explain. I have this group message between some
Why?
close friends. Why not?
Hold on. Let me stop you right
Let us
there.
explain.
Let me just stop you.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
All right. So, Starry.
Sorry. But hey, it's called Chode a la mode, and I almost shit my pants.
Wait, what's Chode a la mode?
I don't. You gotta ask Gary.
That's your group
That,
chat.
that sounded like it had too much solid in it to be like.
No. You want to hear it again?
No.
Anyway, so yeah, that's my shit
Wait,
story.
you were in your bed though.
I was in the bathroom.
Well, you didn't.
in the shower or on
Why'd
the
you have your
commode?
pants on in the commode then? That's on you. That's
Yeah,
user
that is
error.
on me. That's actually I did not shit my pants, but I did record my shit. And I
Which
felt
is
left
better.
out. You know.
You made me think of a different story. I was gonna say, first of all, you were just on A&E,
Yeah.
the Treasure Show.
Yeah, the
Have y'all
Treasure.
seen that? Where they go search for old wrestling artifacts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They try to get the people involved.
Yeah.
So tell them what you were just involved in. You found some cool stuff.
Yeah. I had the. Well, we went and found the DX Jeep.
Oh,
They
that's
rolled
cool.
out on the invasion.
Yeah, the one that we did and invaded WCW
Yeah.
in. It was really the night that changed it all, and we started moving in the right direction. But we found that Jeep, and so they allotted us $40,000 to buy this Jeep, and so cool, let's go buy this Jeep. So we
That's
got
cool.
there and we filmed it, and the guy has the most expansive military museum. I mean, he's got the first ever Marine. This is actually at my house that we're watching here. But anyway, we went to get the Jeep. We sold the guy. We got $40,000. What's your price? And he said $300,000.
Oh, shit.
And so
Y'all were close.
Yeah, he's what he wants to do is open a museum
Yeah.
and have that Jeep be the centerpiece and have soldiers from that time period on one side and DX on the other side.
Wow.
Like, suck it, you know what I mean? And he said that would be my centerpiece he said, so if I'm going to sell it, I want to be able to buy the building for my museum because
Right.
that's my centerpiece. And so we literally made a deal with him. Hey, can we just rent it from you? Like big shows? Can we bring it out to WrestleMania? Can we bring it? And truth be told, we brought it to the Barclays Center at the 25th anniversary of DX and rode it out with the dude's
That's awesome.
son who owned it and was driving us, who originally. And yeah, there it is there.
That's cool.
They
man.
came to my house to get the tag title that was literally look, that's literally just the Jeep. And you go in there and there's grenade launchers and just so many things. But that's just his garage. His house is a museum, man. And it was so awesome. I didn't want to leave.
Let's dox him. Give his address. We'll go steal that Jeep.
What was funny was I went there. I flew up there to do it, and I was supposed to. My car was supposed to take me to the hotel where everybody was meeting and going over to the dude's house. It's his house.
Yeah.
So they just take me to his house, and I get out, and I'm like, I'm not sure, and the driver just backs up and leaves, and I go like,
You're supposed to be at the hotel.
yeah, and here comes this older than me lady, and she goes, Road Dogg? And I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, I think you're early. Nobody's here yet. And I said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And she had one of those, those zero gravity like recliner chairs. That she had one of those on the front porch. And so I said, hey, if you don't mind, I'm just going to sit here and wait on them. You know what I mean? And I ended up taking a nap for like 2 hours at 8 o'clock in the morning on that lady's front.
Sipping
On
sweet tea.
her front. She said, you want to come? It was weird because she was very nice. You want to come in? I was like, no, I don't want to come in. I'll just sit out here. But we had a blast. Then Mick Foley came to my house to get the tag title. One of the tag titles from the era when me and Billy held the tag titles. It's the same design that the Hart Foundation, the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, all those guys, the Steiner brothers, all that era tag title, and I stole one of them. Back in the day, they said, "Hey, do you want this title?" And I was like, "Oh no!" And I went back and took it. But so it was actually just me giving it back to him, and I told that story on the air. I said I took it from the warehouse like 3 years ago. It was up in my office, and so. You guys can have it back.
I stole this from you. Y'all can have it back.
Oh, look.
here
That's
you
the
guys
key.
are.
Yeah, we drove that Jeep around. Look at
Well, you look refreshed right there.
Look at Mick- look at Mick Foley.
recliner all day.
Yeah, you need to buy one of
Look at
those.
Mick Foley. Mick Foley riding on the back.
Oh, my
And like
gosh.
people were behind us, and he was going, "Hello, I'm Television's Mick Foley." Yeah.
Mick Foley.
We had a blast, man.
Look at it. Is that the sun?
Yeah.
Is this where
yeah.
you're hitting him with a 40 grand and,
Yes,
and he's
yes.
thinking, you guys are full of shit?
yeah. I finally just said, "Hey, you're not going to say a number, are you?" And I said, "Just what would you have to sell it? Just throw."
Look
a
at the
number
look
out
on
there."
his face. He's like, fuck.
That guy's never letting go of that. Jeep. Look at that
no.
face.
He's like, they got cameras here.
He's like, I got to toss out a stupid number right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy the warehouse and the property
Yeah.
to build my museum, or I'm not going to sell it. You know what I
Y'all
mean?
can go home and do another show.
Yeah.
Well, he probably didn't even want to sell it for that. Like if y'all
No,
would have,
no.
if y'all would have
Truth
accepted
be
that,
told, he probably didn't, because it's an award-winning piece in as far as
A
memorabilia
real
goes.
military
Yeah,
Jeep.
yeah. From what 55?
well, that's
or
a
something.
Willis. That's a Willis Jeep is what that is. That's what you
Woo,
call
Look at
that.
that.
So, yeah.
I played,
USMC on the front. Look at that,
I
dog.
played with my Willis back at the hotel.
Thankfully, not in the gravity chair.
Oh,
Dog, you want Mr. Dog? You want some more sweet tea? Yeah, I'm good. Just recline back on the front porch. Where was
yeah,
the rest?
it was a good day though. That was cool.
That's cool,
And I like
man.
Mick. Mick's a nice guy, so we get to hang out and talk, and it was
Well, let's
fun.
get to it. Who do you hate then?
Yeah.
Bury
Besides
somebody.
you?
Yes.
Number one,
No, you
number
don't have
one piece of shit diva asshole you ever worked with.
CM Punk.
Really?
No offense.
You look like him.
man, I'm leaving.
He
No,
wears
no,
the
no.
baseball tees.
Yeah, that's literally
He's
all
got
it
the
is.
tats. Yeah. No, you bring. See,
That's
look,
it.
Oh,
that's
here he
Bert
is.
with no shirt.
I seen him. Did you guys see when he tried to do an MMA?
Yeah, it
match?
wasn't good.
Yeah.
He got his
It's not
fucking
good.
Look.
fucking ass handed to him.
In
That's Bert.
full
Look at
disclosure, I'd probably get mine.
All of
handed
us
to me,
would
too.
get our ass handed
Yeah.
to us. You know,
He
but-
did it, and he got
Yeah.
paid a pretty penny to do it. So.
Hey, Batista did pretty well though,
Yeah.
and then what was the other guy? Bobby Lashley was.
Oh yeah,
was, you
he
know.
did good.
Hey, Godfather.
Oh yeah,
That's like literally like real streets. Everybody tells me that's a bad motherfucker.
yeah, he's a bad dude. I mean, look, he's older now, and so you
Well,
got
yeah.
you got to think back in his prime. But yeah, he was always a bad dude. He always had respect of everybody.
That's cool.
And you know what was cool?
There he
The
is.
coolest thing about it.
Yeah.
Not one time would you ever know that.
Really? Just
Not one.
humble
He's
dude?
just a humble, fun, happy-go-lucky dude. And look, like I said, he's older. I'm sure when
He's
we
a
were,
massive man.
yeah, he's a big dude, man. When we were younger, we probably swing, but he's older now, and he was always just really good to me.
He's in Vegas now.
Most pot I ever.
well,
was
I think he was.
He had a strip club for a while.
Yeah, at
I
a
know he's
strip
got
club, yeah.
club. And I think he might be in the dispensary business.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And super nice guy.
Everybody tells me
Yep.
that
Yep,
he was the real one of the real and Bart Gunn. I remember
Oh, yeah.
what was the deal with that? So what was
the King of the was that King of the Ring?
No, it was
No,
called
Brawl
something
for All.
Brawl for All.
Yeah.
Have y'all heard about Brawl for All?
Brawl for All was the shit.
Yep.
It was wrestlers that everybody talked about being tough, and so they said, "Okay, well, let's put some gloves on and let's go
Yeah.
boxing kind of rules." And you can take down too, right? There was takedowns too.
Yeah.
So our toughest guys got in there, and Bart Gunn beat the crap out of all of them.
Of everybody.
Just knocked. He was just had a left hand that would knock your dizzick stiff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's when
Knock your
but we didn't realize, like, well, Bart's got a hell of a punch, but
yeah.
Butterbean's a professional boxer. You know,
Butterbean's from 20 minutes from here.
yeah. I
Is he
Yep.
really?
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Butterbean's from Jasper.
Yeah.
He's still got a boxing gym.
Well,
and
he
stuff over
wants to fight Logan Paul now.
Butterbean does?
Yes.
Butterbean would beat the piss out of Logan
He
Paul.
would destroy him.
Today.
He would destroy him.
Today.
Yeah, he wants to fight. He wants to fight one of the Paul.
What kind of shape is he in right now?
I mean,
Round.
he's always been but he's so
Look at him.
he's so
Come on.
fucking cornbread
Did you ever
strong.
meet him?
dude.
Yeah. I've met him several times. The last time I saw him, that's why I asked what he looks like now. He didn't look like that. And
on the
it was-
the right, see in the middle, that's him older. Right
Yeah,
there.
that's him probably last week.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Look at that, dog.
That looks like Conor McGregor.
Oh, that's Logan. That's Logan Paul.
Yeah,
just kidding.
that's Connor before the Ozempic pins came in.
Oh, Zampic fan.
Hey, Butterbean, that motherfucker was fast. Too.
Oh.
I've seen him fight in real life, like in person before. It's unreal how fast that guy is too.
Man, what a
Stout.
punch. Just knocked Bart right out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody was like, oh, that didn't go well at all.
And it's been talked about, but it was really bad. Well, I mean, the business is fine now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at the time, it's not a good deal because you just
Yeah.
showed your biggest, toughest dude is nothing for
Yeah, it's
Butterbean.
nothing compared to Butterbean.
Right.
Yeah.
And so look, everybody got paid a little bit of money.
Yeah, but
also
no way
there
to
was
win.
there was some knee injuries out of the deal. There was
Yeah.
Steve Dr. Death Williams, who was actually supposed to win it all.
Legit badass.
Blew his knee out and couldn't even fight the second round.
Damn.
That was a documentary, I think, on that.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, it was a big moment in the wrestling business.
Not for me. They said, "Hey, we'll give you $5,000 for if you really fight them." And I said, "No thanks. I'll do the fake one that you give me like $50,000."
You sound
Yeah,
like
I just did the math. Not getting
Yeah,
real
not
punched.
doing
That's
it.
not gonna
Not doing
happen.
Not
Yeah.
getting real punched.
Fuck that.
But you've took shots. You've been in a dumpster.
Oh yeah.
You got hit
that
by a
wasn't even
poinsettia?
that had nothing to do with wrestling. That was just I did get hit in the face with a poinsettia, a planted poinsettia. That's me and Al Snow in a hardcore match. I don't know, Dustin, it's worth a Google. But
Al Snow.
but all of a
Remember
sudden
him? We had the head.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
fake head.
so
of
we
course.
we fought to the back, and there's a tray backstage of 12 potted poinsettias. You know what I mean, with red foil around them. Like it was.
There it is.
There
Where
it
would
is.
you see the images?
In
Yeah.
Massachusetts. Wow. I think it was snowing. Yeah, I pile
Look at
drived him in the snow out there and
Look at that.
beat him. But yeah, in that match, before we went outside, dude, he just he grabbed one of those poinsettias and just chunked it at me, hit me right in the face.
What did he have written on that head? I don't remember.
I think it just
I
said
think it
head.
just said head. Yeah, with
Yeah.
the-
Is that
with
what
the
it
E
said on it?
backwards or something.
Yeah, something.
That's my one of my favorite pictures there with a noose around my neck and the hardcore title.
Shut that top one on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that hanging in your podcast studio.
Yeah, well, it's not the same one. Like I had just put my arms down in
Yeah,
that
different
one,
pic.
but there's blood coming out of my mouth. I got a noose hanging around my neck and the hardcore title, and I just had a match with Big Boss Man. And
Maybe you've heard of him.
Yeah,
Another Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Look at that.
one time a bag of weed fell out of his boots when he hit me with a shoulder tackle, and me and him and the ref about triple
in ring?
yeah, about triple knocked out trying to get to the bag of weed. He didn't remember he had it in his boot.
That's funny.
Yeah,
In his cop, but was he
these were the good old days.
was he in the cop uniform?
Oh yeah, Big
So he's
Boss
in a
Man.
cop uniform, kicks you, and weed comes out of his boot.
Yep.
That's
Who's the
classic.
ref? Nick Patrick?
No, Mike Chioda. Mike
Really?
Chioda, yeah.
Chioda, yeah. What's the? I've asked a few people, a few wrestlers I've had a chance to talk to with. What was the moment where somebody gave you the old "welcome into the business" shot?
Paul Orndorff. I'll never forget it as long as I live. Like, I don't know if it was an accident or on purpose or what, but he shot me into the ropes that way and didn't say anything, and he hit the ropes that way, and then he just came and hit me with a forearm. So I didn't really know it was coming, so I was just running back, and I saw him running, and dude, he knocked it was almost knocked me out. And I remember him picking me up and going, "Welcome to the big leagues." And
Oh, he announced it,
thought
yeah.
like, oh yeah. So I thought, oh, okay, I'm here. Thank you for doing that, removing me from consciousness
We appreciate
for
it.
this lesson.
He looked like a stout son of a
He was
gun. I tell
all
you,
man.
That's
Beat
a
up,
stout
you know,
joker.
Vader.
Yeah.
Beat up Vader with his flip flops on.
A real fight.
Beat
Really?
him up, kicked him with his flip flops on in the face about 6 times.
Orndorff used to wear them damn shorts to come up to.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because he had legs.
Yeah.
He looked like Earl Campbell.
Yeah.
Were you there for the fight?
No. I don't remember we talked about that. I was
With
at
Nick.
Scott Steiner's house with Jeff.
Yes.
And Nick was there, and Robbie Rick Steiner was there. Or Scotty.
So he beat up Vader
Yeah.
In
in a real
flip-flops.
fight with
Yeah.
flip flops.
In the locker room.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Twice. I think Vader
Yeah.
came back.
He came back and beat
Vader
him
came
up
too
again.
after he got his face kicked in and went, hey. And he said, don't do it.
Oh, Vader.
And did
he-
it again.
I remember him. He got such a push in the 80s, WCW. But I remember I was just, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, my God.
He's a monster.
He was
a-
awesome.
but he was a absolute mammoth of a man. But
yeah.
but his shtick, like his character. Remember the big headdress thing? Not head, but the thing he'd
Oh
wear
yeah,
for
the
a
horns.
while.
I just broke this
Yeah.
thing. The horns that would smoke. And
Yeah,
he would
yeah.
put them on the thing and back up, and man, he was
He was good.
he was
Look at that.
awesome.
He was
And-
agile for a big dude,
yes,
too, man.
heck yeah, he was. He could
He
do
really
a
was.
backflip.
And he
land on it.
stunk real bad.
Yeah,
Did
he
he?
stunk.
Yeah.
That mask, that little mask thing.
Yeah.
God almighty. Just don't. You get him in a
It
head.
looks like a-
you get him in a headlock, and your forearm stinks for a month.
That mask was like he stole that from Lane Bryant's panty section or something. I always wondered about that.
Yeah, that looks like my favorite pair of boxers. There's just holes everywhere. It's just a waistband.
And on your head.
Oh, Vader.
Yeah, and on my head usually in the morning. Just
Dude,
like-
I remember, you remember Big Sir Waterbeds back in the 80s, North
no,
Alabama?
Big Sir Waterbed.
So they were a waterbed company in Huntsville, I guess where I grew up, but they hired him to do a commercial.
Really?
Hey, see if you can pull that fucking commercial up.
Did you ever do?
Vader.
And
Charlie
then
don't
and
care,
then pull up the Jerry the King Lawler running for mayor. No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah,
good one?
enema. The Jerry the King Lawler enema.
If he ran for mayor, I want to see it.
I don't know. I'm just talking.
Oh, here we go,
Who's
Big
that?
Sir.
Is
I
that
told
Charlie?
you.
Is that me?
Look, I told y'all assholes. You thought I was making shit up. Look at this
Big Sir.
Look at this big bastard right here. His titties has got titties.
From Big Sir Waterbeds. No down payment.
Boy, I didn't see that coming.
No payment for
Oh.
6 months, partner.
No interest for 6 months, mate. Now get the bedroom you've always wanted.
None of those
and
were
don't
Vader,
pay a
by the
thing
way,
till
everybody.
I was about to say.
Best
No.
of all, we haven't raised our everyday low prices to bring
It's
you this
coming.
offer.
Here he
Could we
comes.
make it any easier to buy a waterbed?
No way, Jose.
Big Sir Waterbeds, America's largest.
Y'all never
4830
seen that?
Drive
No, that's
Northwest in
amazing.
Huntsville.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, that's perfect.
do you think they didn't pay him enough to put the gimmick on?
No, see the thing was, well, I know you figured the part out with the voices, so the other people had different voices, right? I have to I have to make
Did you-
sure. I have
Did
to
you-
fucking make sure.
I do now.
Hey, you know that wasn't Vader's voice,
I
right?
do now.
You know, right?
He looks like Chris Farley in the Chippendale skit.
Yeah,
He's just,
he definitely.
look at him.
He's
Look
like a
at
big
him.
old,
Leon.
He's like a big old bear, and
Look at
That's
him.
a big bastard.
that is a
right
big dude, man.
What's the worst commercial you ever did? Like local commercial?
That one was pretty bad. I just watched.
Hey, my man, let me tell you how over he was. He was doing Super Soaker commercials, bro.
Oh
He
yeah,
was getting that Super Soaker money.
Getting that super soaker money, God, with the backpack and
it
everything.
was just the integration that we got to do the commercials for, but we did get a lot
Tell
of
him-
free
oh.
water guns.
Oh, that's good.
So many
Yeah,
Super Soakers.
and free Totino's pizza rolls too.
Well, that's good.
You
Hey,
got some of
can't
that
beat
pizza roll money
That
too?
pizza roll,
Damn, bro.
pizza roll money.
God.
Ooh, that's how you afford Crofers right there.
Groceries is where it's at.
Super Soaker and pizza rolls.
Super Soaker and Super Crofers, man.
Super Crofers.
Super Crofers. Dude.
I don't know, why do you keep going back to cock gobblers? Get that off the
Yeah,
screen,
get that out.
man.
Dustin's trying.
I love it. I love they've clicked it so much it's in their favorites. Like, yeah,
I know,
you're
right?
probably gonna go to cock gobbler.
He's
By the
"You
way,
know what? I
If
think
there's
I'm
a
gonna go
lull, just
Yeah.
go to Cock Goblin.
Again, go to the one with the Z. If you go to S,
Oh, it's
back." Oh
different.
yeah, don't
it
even.
wants you to
Dustin, don't
send a
bring that up.
picture of your rig and they'll rate it for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, you might
with
want
an
to do
S.
that
With an S, you said.
He's writing it down.
Holy
S?
shit.
with an S.
Is that 2 B's or one?
And gobble.
Oh,
No, explain that. I didn't hear it.
I said he was writing it down. I said, is that 2 B's or one?
Let's go. I want to keep everybody on their toes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Terry, what's your favorite sex move?
Doggy style.
I mean,
Look, he goes. Doggy style.
I meant like a move.
Hey, wait a minute.
Not position. Move. Wait.
No,
Wait a
that's
minute. So before we get this, I'm gonna guess his. Hey, Dustin, you got a clip that shows his favorite sex move, don't you?
Oh no.
yeah. It better be the one with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Is it?
No,
Is it?
It could be any of them. It's probably X-Pop.
He already knew.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
He already
Here we
knew.
go.
Oh, pump handle and get it.
Oh.
Get it. Oh.
he was supposed to elbow me, but watch, I got in about 6. Like
That's
he
the
let
short.
me. He let me hang out back there for a minute. You know?
That's more pumps than I had on my honeymoon back there. And you were on Stone Cold. He ain't got to.
He just sat there like, what the?
It's like it all of a sudden hit him. Wait a minute.
And
Wait,
he's
wait a
got-
minute.
Stop doing that.
By the way, he's over as when you're popular in wrestling. He's so over here, he doesn't have to let you do that. at all.
Oh no.
He can say, "Hell no, you ain't humping me from behind." Oh my gosh!
But see, that's what I love about it is
Okay,
I
that's
get
good,
I get
Dustin.
to
Jesus Christ.
yeah. I finished
that
like
was
a minute.
39 times there. We're fixing to do the
Yeah.
fucking remix.
If you could loop it and put some music to it.
This is the weirdest Pornhub category we've ever pulled up.
Sorry, Terry. You can go on with your favorite position now.
No, you've heard of like
Yeah, what
maneuvers.
moves? Like I don't even
You
know
heard
what that
like
means.
the rusty
Explain.
trombone.
Oh yeah,
Stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Dirty Sanchez.
the hot Carl.
Oh, Dirty Sanchez, which is
I don't know. I just
what'd
heard
you
of it.
The hot Carl.
what?
Oh yes, I don't have no idea. So-
What's the hot
Dustin,
Carl?
Dustin, I'll pull up hot Carl. God dang,
Well, you were telling me. I brought it up because you
we're gonna
always
be on
tell
a
me.
we're gonna be on
oh,
the
the
list.
Santorum sweater
Carl,
vest.
Carl.
Santorum sweater, man.
Here we go.
What? Defecating on the face of a partner.
Yep.
Usually
plastic wrap.
covered in
Yes.
plastic. wrap.
Yes.
Wait. Usually.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest,
Hey,
guys.
yeah, that's
I'm into
not-
some weird stuff. I'm probably not into a hot call.
I like it when they touch my pee-pee and stuff. Like I don't want them to crap on me.
I'm
You
old
know what I mean?
school,
Like
man.
I am too. Like
You know, when
don't-
they get the saran wrap out, you
Yeah.
go, wait, what?
what are we doing with that?
Hey, dude, tell him the story. Hey, look, tell him the fucking story about Vince Neil's manager the other day when I thought we were getting sued.
Oh, see, I have this story. I was on the short version, Cliff Notes is, I was on a cruise, a rock cruise, where a bunch of rock bands
Yeah.
was on. And Vince Neil was playing solo, not Motley Crue, just Vince Neil. And, you know, if you've seen Vince lately.
Yeah. Good looking, svelte.
Yeah.
In shape.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so he was on the boat, so we're,
His face was like a thumb.
as Dogg would say, he's fat as mud.
He's fat as mud.
Yeah.
As mud.
He's
which
fat
means
as a
it's
mud
fat.
fence.
He's fat as a mud
Yeah.
fence.
As a
So the long story short is we were lubed up a little bit, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling everybody on the cruise, I would come up to them and I would say, I know what you're saying. I look just like Vince Neil, only skinnier. And so that was my move. The whole
that's your line.
everybody knew that. And we go,
How many times did you do his move with that line?
a lot. Okay. The recording the poop move or what the dog style?
Yeah.
And so
Oh God, it's Dustin. K-Fan.
Yeah.
Cutting us off.
So it became the thing where people go, oh, they haven't seen it. Go do it to them.
Yeah.
Well, then the last night, they look over and they say Vince Neil's band is sitting over there at the table with their wives having their dinner because they've did
You
their
have to
final
go
show.
say it to them.
Right. And I said, where's Vince? And they're like, he's not there because he's an ass.
No,
And
he's a star. He's such a star that he had to go back to his room so everybody could eat without being distracted by the
No,
superstardom.
he was one level up.
Yeah, something like that.
No, he was one level up in a booth with three blondes and had a velvet rope in front of him and nobody can hang.
No.
But he was still in front of everybody.
I love the rope. There's
Yeah.
just a rope
He's
there.
ju-
No security.
No,
there.
it just makes you want to punch over it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, I'm just going to go by and
If he
punch
would have
him.
had security guard, it was better.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just the rope. Like, I dare you to cross the rope.
At the end, there was a guy letting people in. There was like 40 people. In that little booth. It was like a clown car.
So I told him that. I told the band that. They laughed. They loved every second of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And said, we actually have this magnum of wine. Have you ever seen a magnum with the giant bottles? Giant
Yeah,
bottles.
Magnums usually are
They
big.
go, here, we'll give this to you. Yes. We'll give this to you if you walk over and do that to Vince.
No way.
Yeah.
God, they don't know you, do they?
Give it to me.
yeah.
And by the way, I'm wearing a bathrobe like an ass. You
Of
know.
course.
Just bathrobe.
Of course you are.
That I got stole from the room. And I go over there.
Do you have
and
some gold chains on?
No.
He did have some sunglasses.
I
though.
did have sunglasses.
Okay.
At,
okay.
You know, at night.
At night,
Yeah.
inside.
And I think we had like that vodka infused whipped cream. You know, it's like chocolate whipped cream,
Yeah.
but it's got vodka in it.
Yeah.
And now I've got it like I've been huffing paint. You know what I mean? There's like cherry flavor on the face. I look like a crackhead.
Yeah, you ready?
And I walk over there and I'm like, hey! And he's got these 3 blondes, and he's like,
They weren't top notch, though. Don't give me that.
not top notch,
Okay.
but they're a good notch though. It's
They're
a
a
solid notch.
They're a notch.
Better than the notch I have.
Okay.
Yeah, which is none.
Right.
I'm doing tricks for wine, so you can tell where I'm at in my life.
Parlor tricks.
But again, being a
Yeah.
drug addict doesn't
Yeah.
stick to you again. So
Right there at the end.
it's still in the middle.
It gets shitty.
And so I went up and told him I did the deal. He said no pictures and started blocking his face. And I said, no. Just want to say it's been a long cruise for me because everybody on the cruise thinks I look just like you. Pause. Only skinnier. The girls laugh, which is really not helping him out.
That was worse.
And so he's telling me to bleep fuck off. Okay?
Yeah.
So I tell the story on the pod.
I mean,
here.
truth be told, you deserve that.
Yeah.
You deserved that.
Oh,
right?
100%.
At least that's all he said.
Right. He could have got up and fought
I'd
me
have
and
thrown
still
something
been
at you.
Yeah. We told the story on the pod. Well, about a week ago, Charlie texts me and says, hey,
Mute.
call me and push mute. And I go, what are you talking about?
This was like at 11 o'clock in the
Call
morning.
me and push mute. Vince Neil's manager is on the phone with me. And so Charlie is thinking they've heard the podcast and they're livid. We're getting sued, right?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
wants me to hear it, right? So I go, Vince Neil's manager. So I call him. I'm immediately on mute, and he's like, hey, I just hear Charlie, hey, man. Just, I immediately.
Is that what it sounded
Yeah, I
like?
dropped trout
Hey.
immediately.
Yeah.
You hear that voice over there, and you're like, yeah, pants are off. And so he talks to Vince's manager, and it turns out he's like, hey, man, heard about your pod. Would love to have Vince on sometime.
No
Yeah,
way.
so it caught me off guard because
He thought we were getting sued.
and immediately because that's why I texted Cassie. I was like, "Fucking call me, mute."
Tell him,
Vince
game
Neil's
up.
manager's on the phone. Here we go, or some shit. Because I wouldn't give a fuck. I just wanted Cassio to hear the guy and me cuss the guy out when he threatens to sue me.
Yeah.
So
But-
our question is, if he comes in here,
Yeah. Who?
Vince,
Yeah.
Oh, bless his heart.
if he
Oh
if
yeah.
he comes in here,
His heart is like
Do
a
I tell him
friggin'
that
canned
story?
ham.
I clipped it out
Heart's
on the
like a
YouTube
can.
channel, by the way.
what's that?
I said I clipped that segment out on the
Oh
YouTube channel.
yeah.
Do I need to
it's-
private that?
And it's got a lot of views
Yeah, it's
too.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Do I tell him?
Yes.
Do I tell his canned
You have
ham
to.
heart? Okay.
You have to.
All right.
I told Cassio and David. I said, "Yo, you got to just be in there, sitting in here with those robes on."
Well, and
While
I
we're
think
talking to
I think he probably heard later about them putting you up to it or
You
something.
think the man told him?
But even if they didn't, for you to explain it now, at least takes the heat off you. You know what I mean?
And he's not going to remember it.
No.
No,
No
just tell him.
chance.
So remember those
No.
3 blonde dudes you were with and behind the road? Wait a minute.
Yeah, you had
All
a
of a sudden,
Rocky.
the
You had a
thing got
Rocky
dropped.
Dennis hemmed up over in the corner behind the velvet rope. I come up there and talk to you. You remember that?
Oh gosh. Well, look. All right. What are we doing with him? Are we still got time? I know
What
you're
time is
busy.
it? What time is it?
Oh,
You're
it's
busy.
it's 8 o'clock. We need to get him. It's
Let's
past
get-
his
yeah,
bedtime.
it's past my bedtime.
Give
for
a
sure.
shout out. We
Yeah.
are recording this ahead of time. I'm not sure when
Yep.
it'll come out,
Yeah.
but you are in charge now. We hinted on earlier. You're back with
Yep.
WWE.
Yep.
You have a
Nice.
position, and you are what's your title?
So vice president of live event creative, and so all that means is I still have trouble believing it. For one thing, that the Road Dogg, they gave this job to the Road Dogg.
Right.
I hope nobody listens, but like I run all the wrestling all over the world that's not on television.
Oh, okay.
So
House shows, is what
Germany
they call
tour,
it.
Yeah,
live
yeah,
events,
yeah,
house
yeah.
shows. So anytime there's a Huntsville show that's not a television.
Yeah.
I write the show from top
Cool.
to bottom. I got a team that we work with, and so it's a.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
man.
thank you, man. It's a cool gig, and I finally found some balance because I do it from home.
Yeah.
Like in Workday on my corporate thing, it says Florida. My position is in Florida because I don't have to go. I'm driving tomorrow. I don't, like you said, I don't know when this drops, but driving tomorrow to Mobile because they're in Monroe tonight. I'll be checking my phone here to get the report on how that show went, and Mobile tomorrow night. So I'm going to drive south after we do our thing tomorrow.
Well, shout out August 27th, live event in Huntsville.
In Huntsville, yeah, and we actually just booked that the other day. So
Just
it's going to be a heck of a show. It's not because of me. I credit it to the 3 T's: the time, the talent, and the team. And the time is like the Attitude Era.
Right.
You can't control that, really. It's just stuff happening at the right time, and it feels like right now in our industry is kind of the right time again. Things are growing. We have almost every weekend is the highest gross in the history of this market. You know what I mean? So
which is crazy.
Which is crazy. The fact that the company is making more money now than it ever has been.
Right.
And that's just goes to show the global reach. You know what I mean?
You know, I had a lot of respect for, during COVID and everything.
Yeah.
The guys still in there working the matches with like the TV screen faces of people.
Max Headroom.
Yeah,
watching
man.
them.
but
Could you imagine doing that? I mean,
no, not in a
crowd
million
so
years.
much.
Yeah.
It's how half of us literally wrestled is you get out there and you go, hey, you shut up or whatever, and now we start
crowd work.
and then here they come out after me and I go, you know what I mean? And it's like that's how we do it. When that's taken out, man, I cannot. It's like going out there cold in front of nobody and just falling down a bunch of times. You know what I mean? Like that ain't cool.
Kind of like this podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
Nobody's listening.
Nobody listens to this one either.
No, they listen to this one. We just
they don't listen to ours.
They don't listen to ours. I have seen those numbers.
Yeah, that's real.
It's just the wrestling. It's like comedy. It's like music.
Yeah.
The best is feeding off the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you're doing it to begin with.
An organic, and that's kind of what I mean by the time. Like all of a sudden, this Roman Reigns character is just caught on and is leading. And when there was a void because John Cena left and The Rock had left before that in Austin, and there was a void. Now that guy is here. You know what I mean? And so huge babyface superstar. Look, I think things firing on all cylinders. The talent was the second T, of course, and then the team, the leadership that Hunter, in my mind, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H, he's the CFO, and no, not the CFO. He's in charge of all the content. So I think he's put together a great team that's built for success. And Shawn Michaels runs the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels runs the Performance Center, and literally is in charge of creative and character development for everybody who gets hired at the WWE. Mm-hmm. Hunter's the content guy. I'm the live event guy. Like if we can get X-Pac to come in and clean the crappers, like I think we got the whole.
you got it covered.
These are your boys.
Yeah, my friends that I've
with.
come up with in this industry too, and it's super cool to be. Yeah. Like I said, with this job specifically, I found some balance to be Paul and to be
that's cool,
a husband and to do the work. Yeah. You know what I mean? And not stress out so much about it because, like I mentioned, the trigger travels. The trigger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not so much anymore because now it's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't play. The lights are off on that field. You can't play.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all there is to it. And so
everything's going good for you, though, man.
Oh, yes.
Got your shit together, got your career rolling,
terry
huge.
cloth suit.
Got you fucking, that's right, got the terry cloth suit on.
Hey, they got these in a gray too.
I want them.
Like a terry gray.
You got all the colors?
No.
You walk in his closet, it's like Ronald McDonald's, the same outfit, just different colors on both sides.
Oh, I love it.
That's badass, man. Dude, it's been an honor for you to be here. Seriously.
Oh man, no, thank you guys.
Not to fanboy out and shit. I don't do that, but I really want you to know that I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
And it's an honor for you to be here today. Like seriously,
dude, I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. It's an honor for me to be here.
I've never seen Terry playing his poop. I mean, it's never happened before.
He sent it to me twice.
We get to We can't take him fucking nowhere, man. Jesus Christ.
What was so great too was like he was quiet,
Yeah.
reserved. Like, yeah, you got. Hey, you want to hear my shit? Like, no, what?
Hey, it's so nice to meet you. Hey, let me let you check this out. What is this? Oh, this is my shit. This is literally.
Hey, he
Check out
had
my
it queued
shit.
up and was mad we didn't ask him about when he shit. He goes,
Yeah.
"That guy said you're not going to come to me."
Since you're not going to come around to me, that's
Hold
true.
up, we
And
got
here-
another model.
Yeah, we got
in
another
the
model.
Drug addict shirt.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, seriously.
I love that one because of the American.
Do you want a
flag.
V-neck or do you want a crew neck? I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you 2 shirts.
Okay.
I'm going to make that for you. Have my wife make that.
for you.
I'll give you one in a deep V, just in
Okay,
case you know.
just in case.
Yeah.
I don't like a deep V, but I will wear a V.
A shallow V.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a little taco.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a little bit hanging out. I'll
a
get you a
good-looking
crew in it.
shirt.
Yeah,
Well, look,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
This was a fantastic episode.
It's been
Thank
great.
you again,
Yeah, no,
dude.
thanks. Honestly, thank y'all for seamlessly accepting me in here and just
Yeah,
letting me
dude. Of
talk
course.
stupid stuff with y'all.
Check out the podcast. Oh, you didn't know is
Absolutely.
our podcast. It is wrestling centric,
Yeah,
but it is like this one that
we have a wrestling topic, but we try to stay away from it.
he's like, what are we talking about? And I'm like, King of the Ring 2008. And he goes, why?
Hey,
And I'm like, you were the headliner. And he's like, oh.
I don't. Usually it'll be, what's the topic? Oh, good. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about wrestling for 36 seconds, and then we're going to
That's
move into
it.
sharding.
We're moving
And by the
right into
way-
sharding, and
If we do that, that means me and him had the best time of our life. If we do wrestling questions, we're like, well,
Yeah.
we got through it, you know.
Yeah.
Check that out. Oh, you didn't know. And
hey, this is therapy, right?
yeah.
I mean, it really
Yeah.
is. Like, even if you don't like come in with some guys and talk about your problems, like you come in here and talk with some, just talk. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a lot of people, especially after the pandemic, were locked up, man, and it's time to get back out and socialize. And
Yeah.
Well, we got our shirt. Oh, you want to do our shirts? We do.
Yeah.
We are.
Merch.
Our
Look at that.
nicknames are the Mountain Critters. That's our tag team name.
Gator and Tater.
Gator and Tater. He's Gator because he's from Florida. I'm Tater because I'm shaped like a baked potato.
Okay.
And you can get the Mountain Critters.
You can get that red one that says "Let's go kill Terry Funk."
Yeah. He said that before.
That
match.
was I said that before a match, before our match at WrestleMania. I looked at my partner Billy Gunn and I said, we'd been talking about him because we've been working with him for like 2 months now, and he's the toughest dude I ever. I mean, like he's just an older man than me, like 20 years older than me, and was just so tough and threw a left hand out of nowhere that would just knock your ass in the next
Terry
week. Yeah,
Funk.
and so literally I said, let's just go out there and kill Terry Funk. Billy said, okay. And we ended up hurting him. But we didn't kill him.
You're like, and we succeeded. We succeeded.
They about killed him.
Yeah.
What you guys need to add to your merch is the Lane Bryant Vader mask. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, wow. With some lace on it.
Yeah.
Just be panties, but
Some
we'll call
lace, but like a shirt stain on it.
them shirt stain. All right.
Boxofgimmicks.com.
Smells like a charcuterie board and corn dogs. in that
Shark-
motherfucker.
Oh,
Shark
hey,
cootery board.
I like a corn dog charcuterie now.
Hey, can you believe
I like
this?
the mini dogs.
Yeah.
Well, you can probably believe it, but we were talking. He thinks, well, knows. Tell me your Vince McMahon corn dog story.
He said, I said, I'm going to the fair this weekend, sir.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a, what's the
Funnel cake.
funnel cake and a corn dog. And he says, a corn dog? I said, yeah, a corn dog. They put batter on a, God
He had no
almighty.
idea what a
Why
corn
would you
dog
put that in your body? And I said, it's friggin' delicious with ketchup and mustard all over
Yeah.
it. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I said,
Why
sir,
would you
you've
not?
never had a corn dog? And I literally sent him a picture with a foot-long corn dog halfway in my mouth and said,
it
this
is-
corn dog's for you.
Vince still looks like, to this day, like he would just beat your ass.
No, you'd have your hands full with him.
Yeah.
Vince is a stout
And he-
fucking
Hey, he's tough.
motherfucker, dude.
Tough dude, too.
Look at him.
Everything he ever asked anybody to do, he did it first. And that's the truth. Like jump off of
Yeah.
stuff and you know,
He
helo
needs to
in
lose
and
that
all that stuff.
Yeah, dude. Look at that
Villain
guy.
stash now.
Look at
he's
that.
got.
He needs to lose the stash, the Walt Disney stash.
I don't know, man. That's Earl Flynn. You know what I mean?
He-
He's
at
a
that
swashbuckler.
look at him. He's
swashbuckler.
the swashbuckler.
Hey, doesn't he like wake up at like 3 a.m. and work out? And stuff?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure he
Insane,
does.
right?
Yeah, just
Him
look,
and Mark Wahlberg's probably
it's
up there.
it's one of those eccentric millionaire people that
Yeah.
do what they want to do when they want to do it. You know what I mean?
You think he's ever had corn on the cob?
God, I would hope so. You know, I just don't know what a life lived without it
No chance on a pizza
is
roll,
worth.
right?
Dude, no chance on
No
a pizza
chance on
roll.
a
with
pizza
Vince.
roll,
Hell
right?
There's
no.
no fucking way.
Has he ever eaten microwave food?
Has he ever gone through the Taco Bell drive-through in Stamford late at night?
Wait a minute. It's what?
I don't recommend
Taco
it.
smell? What'd you call it?
Never eaten a corn dog.
Has never eaten a corn dog. Wait, that's probably from our show, I think.
Probably.
Hopefully that. You told that damn story. We better got credit for Scroll down.
Let's see. Somebody.
Road
Yeah.
Dogg.
Oh, you did no
Yeah.
podcast. That's it.
Yeah.
Wait, he loved steaks, fish, and capers, but he's never
Oh, yeah.
had on corn dog.
Dude, and they would man, he ate clean as crap. Like that's just
Yeah.
how he ate. And people bring him food and set it down and he eats it and they come and get it. You know what I mean? Like
wild.
he's the boss, dude.
In the
And
middle of
that's-
a
you know what
meeting,
I mean?
right?
Oh yeah.
Middle of a meeting, he'll just have.
Well,
have
because he's working out at 3
Yeah.
to such and such. He said, so I got to eat when I got to eat.
Running
He's,
a billion-dollar
yeah,
company.
I'm
Yeah.
running.
I guess it was. I guess it was probably. And after this, we'll wrap it up. But was it maybe with the Stone Cold shit that he was doing? You know, those two guys when they had their match.
Oh yeah, Vince and Stone Cold.
But when leading up to the match, I'll never forget him. Like, because Vince was always dressed to the nines.
yeah.
Yeah.
On camera, always dressed to the nines, and you could tell he's a stocky guy.
Yeah.
When
Broad
I seen that
shoulders.
motherfucker come down the aisle
And
and
tank top.
that black tank top,
Yeah.
juiced. I'm like,
Game
what
on.
the fuck, dude? Oh
Game
my
on.
god! I was impressed because at that point he was probably then. I don't know how he is now.
Dude, he was 60.
Then,
Yeah, he was 55
and I'm
at
like,
least.
that's that dude. That's unbelievable.
He's older than I am now, and he looks
Really?
like that, and I look like this.
It's unbelievable.
Hey, this polo terry cloth suit don't do magic tricks.
Let's wrap it up. Let's
All right,
wrap it up.
For Charlie Reese, for Bert, who wore a shirt, and normally he only put it on for you.
I want No Pants Chance. When does he come on?
Yeah, yeah.
He's in that empty chair over there. We got records of shit. Terry is here. Thanks for Dustin behind the glass for all
Thank you,
the-
Dustin,
Yeah,
especially
He's got a giant
for what you did for me before the show. No, he got me. No, he got me.
Bubble
directions.
bath.
Oh,
And,
okay. I was just making sure.
I want to end it like we end our podcast.
Let's
Is that
do
cool?
it. Let's do it.
Because if you didn't like this podcast, we got 2 words for you.
Suck it. That's awesome, man. Thanks, guys.
Hey,
See you guys
thank
next
you,
week.
guys.
You get away with murder.